Hey, good morning everyone. How are you? My name's Sue Thomas. It's 10 past 10 and I'm here to do your daily ask. Now, you will laugh because everywhere in my room, my psychic room, is a bit of a mess. I think it needs a bit of organisation. I need Kerry Britton here. Kerry Britton, get to Bournemouth and get me organised. So, grab your cup of tea and come to the screen. And be ready for some psychic readings, spiritual insight, and fun and chat. So, I've got a few things that I want to get through this morning, and obviously they are psychic things as well, but quite exciting times coming up in the media and the social world, okay, and the spiritual world. So, tune in. Hello, good morning, whoever that is. I can just about see. And already here to start. So I'm just about to start shuffling. Good morning, Kirsty Louise Turner. Good morning, Debbie Milson. I've got my purple on, Debs. Might need a bit of a wash, but it's on. All right. Hello, lovely. And Tina Wilson said she's tuning in as well. A few of you started to tune in, which is lovely. But if not, hey ho, I just do the broadcast and keep it out there in the public eye. So, I've got a couple of changes to some of the things I'm going to do. So, hey, there she is, just as I'm talking about her. Good morning, Tina Wilson. I've got a couple of things that I'm going to be changing. Good morning, my love. Morning, Tina. On a Wednesday evening, I'm hoping to do a live psychic reading, one-to-one question and answer session. And I can't monetize this YouTube yet. You got to monetize it, you got to AdSense it and all this kind of thing. So I need to get 1,000 followers, to be honest. Good morning, Kim. How are you? Stranger, indeed. Not that you're not on my site. I do see you on the site, but we need to kind of sort a few things out. So on a Wednesday evening, I'm going to be doing a one-to-one question and answer thing at 7 p.m. So it will be on Facebook Live, and then I'll transfer it over to YouTube. And the idea is to build up the YouTube channel so that I can continue my lovely work. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning. How are you? Lovely to see you, and I'm feeling lots better, but I need to do a couple of things. As I said, first to tell you that on a Wednesday evening at 7, I'm going to go live with one-to-one questions and answers to build up my YouTube channel and obviously to speak to you lovely people. This is how random my room is. A meerkat. Good morning. What else? Jeremy Fisher, photographs, magazines, notebooks, everything, everywhere. So I need to get organised on the psychic front to make my room more spiritual. So I'm going to start off with a couple of things. Over the weekend, my mummy has been very ill, and I'm doing a big shout out to my mum this morning, and she may get to watch this through Lisa Jane or Michael, my brother, and his wife, and she's been very poorly, so I'm doing her lovely butterfly. Thanks, Alicia. I'm doing a big call out to my mum saying I love you very much, and I may pop up. Now, she doesn't want me to pop up, but I'm popping up to Bristol, okay, at some point when she's feeling a bit better. But we've had a lot of rough times. She's had a lot of rough times over this weekend, so I'm going to go through a couple of things with you that can help you in the lockdown too. Let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is to say a big shout out to the new Forestry of Life shop that's open, that's running. It's looking beautiful in Ferndown. If you want any spiritual gifts, go to Claire. She's very experienced in all the spiritual products and very spiritual. And I've worked there in the past, and I hope to work there again. So the new Forestry of Life shop gave me this quote. It was on her page, and I said, can I pinch it? And it says, whatever you do, Oh, goodness me. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you keep trying. That's the quote. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you keep trying. And that was her quote. And I said, can I pinch it? So I've pinched it today, Claire Brooks, and thank you. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you keep trying. Okay? No, I don't want to sing my favourite song with Shmuel all star now. Ooh, orbs in the background. Really, again, it's a very spiritual time at the moment for me, and everything is changing. Ah, Lindsay. Hello. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you very much for that. I'll speak to you later. That's wonderful, Linz. That's lovely, Lindsay, who had a reading with me yesterday. So just trying to sort out a few things. So the next thing is I've done the psychic. When we're in lockdown, the first thing I do, is wake up and I ask myself, what day is it? I actually thought it was a weekend because these days are going into one to the other. So to help you, just get a diary and even a pad like this, right, and write things down. This is going to help you in your lockdown times. Write the day and then say, today is blustery, it's sunny, it's the 5th of July, 6th of July, and keep that going in your head, because I'm beginning to forget the days, and it's because of the lack of work and routine and what I would normally be doing. So I try and get some normality clawed back by writing that down. And then I want to say to you, do what's necessary. Is it absolutely necessary to clean our houses from top to bottom? And I'm big guilty of this. If there's nothing to do, I'll get out the cleaning stuff and start hoovering. My partner said, spend your time doing something else. Do something that's for you, or, So don't feel guilty about not cleaning your house. Go and do something else with your children. Take them out. Go for a walk. Go out in the sun. Not much sun at the moment. Good morning, lovely Pam Birch. Oh, I'm missing you. So only doing things that are necessary. And that also means something else. Buying things that are necessary. And I'll come to that in a second. Then do something that makes you feel good. All right. So it can be listening to music. It can be taking 10 minutes out of your day for a meditation. Yeah. It can be eating something that's really fresh and wholesome. Yesterday we had salad out of our own garden and I loved it, and I'm really hooked. Good morning, Pam. I'm really hooked on fresh vegetables and fruit at the moment, but I have been eating the pancakes. So it's kind of counteractive, but I'm doing my best. And then the next thing on my list is call your family. If you can't call your family, or you don't have any more family anymore, call a friend. And if you can't call anyone, perhaps go out on a walk, and then you might meet someone along the way and say, good morning, how are you? It's having that interaction with people to keep this mind well. And the reason I'm doing this is because over the last few days, I have met and encountered so many people that are having panic attacks. And when I think I'm the only person in the world to have had them, and thankfully I'm not even having any palpitations. I do suffer with depression, that's a different thing. But the amount of people that are having panic attacks is absolutely ludicrous. And this is because there is no stability, no interaction with people anymore, no going into the shops to normality. It's a different normality, let's face it. So try and bring yourself to get a little bit of norm, keeping a diary, doing things. Are they really necessary, or can I go and do something else for myself? Do something that makes you feel good, eat well, and call your family or a friend. Now we get to the necessary bit. So I came across this morning. Now, months ago in the winter months, I must have bought My Weekly. Now, that's a very old magazine for anyone that's read it. Very old magazine. I thought, My Weekly? What about Hello? I don't want to know what they're doing. But I came across a cat hot water bottle. And the best of them... Oh, good morning, Linda Russell. We're talking about what's necessary to buy at the moment. So on here, there is 100% cashmere hot water bottle. And it is £60. 60 quid in a magazine. And at these times, when we're sitting in front of our internet, we will get drawn to clicking on a product to make us feel better, right? And whilst I've said make yourself feel good with something, I'm talking about little things. £60 on a cashmere hot water bottle. Is it necessary? So, you know, it might be it might be in the magazine Star Buys, Best Buys. But do we need it, Debs? Thank you. They can keep it. You know, all of this product buying. This was in the winter, you know, when we were all a bit more affluent. But I think when people are getting in front of the internet, they may even be getting into debt by making themselves feel better. So it's not necessary. Make it yourself. Make a cat water bottle or a cashmere water bottle out of an old jumper. You know, do some of the old things. Anyway, I'm sounding boring. Come on, let's get on to the nitty-gritty. So, I'm going to do some angel cards for you. Good morning, lovely Linda. I hope you've had a lovely birthday. It's mine in August. I can't wait. The angel cards are trust. Trust that this situation is going to improve. It is getting better daily. I was kind of taken aback about how busy Tesco's was, and we sort of came out and said, no, we're going to stay online. It was too busy, very much too busy. There wasn't a lot of selection. There was far more selection online. But having that experience of going out and being with people was, I guess, okay. Trust it's going to end. Romance, we need this in our lives. And romance isn't just love, it's romancing, it's thinking, it's going off in your own little world. We all need this sometimes. Alright, romance. This morning I came in, as I said, you see on my Facebook post, wafted in the lounge. I thought I looked lovely, only to find my partner on the phone to the boss, talking about football. Maybe I'll try something more extravagant. Maybe I'll come down as a saloon girl, you know. Well, that'd be something. Count your blessings. Count your blessings. And offer your blessings to someone else. So if you've, say for instance, you've come into some money and you could do with, you know, cheering up a friend, give some money to that friend. Even if it's only a few pounds, buy them some flowers, or count your blessings today. And with that, you'll be given back abundance. What you give, so shall you receive. Okay. So it kind of stays you good for abundance. Right. I do say right a lot, you know. I do. Hey, the lovely Yvette. Beautiful Yvette Rowland. Good morning. Please tell me that this week you're going to hear something about that house, because I'm beginning to lose patience with it and thinking, I need to... I've got your manifestation here somewhere that I want to do for you. So if you have a question, you can even ask it to me when the video's finished. Play it back, and I always play it back every day, and I will see your questions that I've missed, or hellos. I go, oh, sorry, didn't see you. So bear in mind that I will answer questions. Wednesday evening, I'll just remind everyone, Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. on YouTube, I'm going to go live with one-to-one readings and questions and answers to try and build up the channel and to give you an extra chance. I bloody hope so. The builder is on me. Woo! Lucky if that knows. No, I know what you mean, darling. Bloody hell. Right. The Daily Ask. Business. Happiness. Okay, there it is. The card of business, like the lotus flower opening up. Opening up of business. We are going to get faster and faster because, of course, what are businesses panicking about? It's only July. What do you think? They're panicking about Christmas and all the losses that they're going to be experiencing as the big businesses. So expect the business world and the commerce, particularly in the high streets, to start early. Maybe even as early as August, telling us about Christmas, as they do. But business opening up now. Across the world, it's starting to move. Does anyone feel safer? I don't. Not really. Okay. Keeping cautious, keeping wise. Good morning, Hayden Hart. Hello. I love that. HH. It's a good initial to have, isn't it? HH. A bit like HRH, but HH. This is wisdom. Okay, so still being cautious over the opening up of business. Winging it is also what I feel about that. Winging it, the business world is. Hey, my lovely sister. Good morning. I'm just about to ring her, Vic, after this. How are you, my darling? Getting along? It's my lovely sister. Okay, so Vic, we talked about the business world opening up and the government winging it, or businesses winging it along at the moment. As I said to you, Oxford Street is going to be changing, and it is. Right, so this is a lady of some note. So I feel this is again the royal family coming into the fore. I'm getting drawn to the Prince Andrew kind of thing, as also Joe Tiller, another tarot reader, has highlighted. This, I think, is the lady in America. I'm so sorry I can't remember her name because I don't really follow too much of the media. But I feel that this lady is between a rock and a hard place and is feeling very sad. So let's hope this lady's health, the lady that's entwined with Prince Andrew, or has been suggestively, allegedly, let's pray and hope that that lady is feeling protected and safe. That's very deep for me. It's usually very bubbly and light. Good morning, Robert Hall. Okay. This is the past, so things coming up from the past that we've always been brought up to believe being revealed by science. Okay, so this is the... Yes, okay. So this is going to reverse the way of thinking. So scientists are going to start... This is what I'm predicting. Scientists are going to start looking at some of the things that we've always believed in, coming up for a revelation that they are not quite so. And this is particularly, I can't believe I'm actually talking like this morning. They really must want me to get these messages out. This is about molecular studies and things like that. Where's that coming from? I'm a little actress. I don't know these things. Molecular studies, okay. They're going to be looking at these procedures and ions and all of these kind of things. The molecular structure of things is not as we perceive it. That's what I'm hearing. So very interesting. Scientists coming up with theories on what we've been led to believe all these years. Good morning, Graham Jones. Hello, darling. Yeah, I'm talking all scientific this morning, Graham. Don't know where it's coming from. So be prepared for some statements from scientists coming up about molecular studies. And they're also related to the moon. You know, we send people up to the moon. all going to be kind of changing the way we think about the moon. Do you mean, yes, no. Ghislaine Maxwell, no, not Ghislaine. The girl that was involved with him, the young girl, the 17-year-old. I'm so sorry, I can't remember her name. So that Linda, that lady. So molecular studies. NASA, I'm seeing NASA everywhere. So there's something going on with NASA too. So this is us putting a brave face on things, okay? Still being strong, still facing up, bearing up. We have taken a big leg of this virus and got back out there in the community, got back out in the throw. But it's all very gingerly. I feel that bear padding around in the dark. So we're literally winging it. Okay. Still things unknown to come. All right, the book of rules thrown out the window. There are no rules really. People are ignoring the rules and going with what they feel. Ah, thank you, Paul. Oh, bless you. I've got the bins on this morning for the site. New beginnings. Right, this to me, when I look at this card today, is looking much more stable across water. So I do feel travel restrictions are going to be lifted even more, and more negotiations across the water. Countries, even though they're experiencing the virus, are doing their best. Teleportation? What, in my lifetime? Wow, that would be something. Why did you think of that, Robert? Are you tuning in as well? It's to do with NASA. It's big. The way we look at the moon is not going to be looked at the same again. It's to do with the gravity and things. That's what I'm getting. Where is all this coming from? Up here. Right. Oh, two more. Okay, thank you. Okay, again, I'm drawn to the royals. So when I look at this house here today, it's not the Houses of Parliament. This is a royal residence. And the community objecting, because it's reversed, objecting to those people. I will tell you in a minute, thank you. Louise, hello, darling. Yeah, Mum's okay. I'll talk to you about it after the Daily Ask. So the royals not being liked very much in this particular neck of the woods. Could even be Prince Andrew. I think like the royal household have really had enough, and they are going to start pushing further and further away with Prince Andrew. I need one more final outcome. Oh, bless Louise. She's given me some lovely information. I'll look at that. Right, there's going to be a key witness to all this, and I do worry for their safety. It's Andrew, yeah. I do worry for their safety. So if anything royal is coming up, and there are, dare I say it, witnesses around, I just want to keep them safe. That's what I'm saying. So let's hope they've got something in mind for that. But the royal family shoving him ever more out of the way. We don't know him. He's going to maybe even be turfed out of one of the other royal residences. So, yeah, misfortune. So, I want to finish for one more prediction here. Just to, yeah, I'm not being clever. Don't be clever, there's a... In his circles, he is not wanted anymore, because what is revealed is going to be worse and worse. I feel a bit sick. I do feel a bit sick about this royal circle. I wouldn't even say the word ring, if you're getting where I'm going here. So we've always known this, and I love the royal family, but I'm speaking even quietly. This is in closed circles. This is going to be a subject. Okay, so watch out for the news and the protection of those witnesses as well. Key witness needs to stay away from Paris. Interesting. And Paris is where Gloria Alfred. Okay. No, it's the girl in the photograph. I'm so sorry for the lady. And he's got his arm around her in a photograph. If anyone can find that photograph, let me know. I'm not sure that's her name. Really, really nasty, vicious circle. Sorry to end that on such a bad note, but that is the way of the world, and the stuff that I'm picking up. So for the news media, not so good. Yeah, this is going to run and run. Once the papers get hold of this, this is a runner. Anti-gravity and the relation between molecular mass, gravitational force exerted on matter and matter respectively. Oh my God. Where's that coming from, Robert? Have you eaten a NASA book? Right, I want to give some hope for today. So I'm going to pick a lovely card from the tarot. Now, Linda's on. So I've got my tarot back up. All right. Oh, no, go away. I don't want hanged men. Wow, Rob, that's molecular studies is what I've been looking at, and the anti-gravity. So maybe we can actually travel to the moon, and there's a way that we can keep our feet on the ground, other than heavy weighted boots and materials. Maybe they're developing a material. Back again, Graham. Hello. The Hermit. Okay. This is a beautiful card. Look at that wisdom in that man, and the beautiful healing clothes, and he's got a walking stick. And this is a man who's taking time to go away and reflect on things. It's a card of healing as well. So the Hermit is kind of a recluse, taking himself up and looking inward. So this is usually a card for looking inward and protection and healing. All right. Linda's going to come up with something else. She always does. The minute I put the next one up, she'll be there with her extra bits. And I'm glad, because I need that. I have to be honest, I think the royals and many other high-up people, yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. It's going to run and run. The papers will run with this. I see like a long bridge, and this is literally, it's Longbridge. This is literally going to run and run and run. They're not going to let go of that bone, matey. Temperance, again, time of healing, time of solitude, not indulging. I'll have a look into that anti-gravity topic. Thank you, that would be really good. And maybe we can see, Rob, if NASA are developing anything. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? That we're both coming up with that feel. So temperance, keeping, you know, a sober look on things, showing humility, being very calm. Okay. And then one more. Come on, let's end on a nice note. Oh, thank you. The Sun, look at that beautiful card. So the prospects are coming along. You know, it's a tough time for our people, for our nation, for the world. But these cards coming up in the Daily Ask, there is hope out there. There are new studies coming into the world. The virus there'll be a cure found for the virus. They will. How long it's going to take, I can't tell you. I would think a good into the beginning of next year, maybe even mid-March. But we have got to stay with it, guys. And sometimes we fall by the wayside, some of us, and sometimes we battle on. And sometimes our minds get ill, and sometimes we recover. And today I'm in a bubbly mood. I'm in an investigative, journalistic kind of mood. So maybe I'll find a few things out. Maybe you will. So let's go back before we stand off from the Daily Ask. For your days, keep a diary. Are things really necessary to buy or do? Don't buy the cashmere hot water bottle at £60. Do something that makes you feel good and call your family. And if you haven't got family, then speak to a friend. Write to a friend if you can't visit them. Very, very important to keep our minds healthy. Eat healthy food if you possibly can. Less processed food. And find out things for yourself, what's coming up in the world. The other thing I'd like to say is try not to listen to the news too much. This is what's happened to a member of my family, and I think it's worried them and it's made matters worse. So staying off the news as much as possible. Today I'm going to see Tina at 6:30, but if you'd like a reading with me, it's very easy. SuePlunkettThomas@hotmail.com. That's with 3 T's. Inbox me, message me, and particularly on Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock, join me for my YouTube live and let me answer questions for you about your relationships, career and love. So what I will do is I will answer the question that you initially give, who I'm drawn to. So if I'm drawn to somebody, I will answer the question. And then if you want to take that reading further, you can book a reading with me. So it isn't all about this, but it certainly helps. I need a few pennies too. But it's a beautiful day out there. So get out, enjoy it, and live today as you would, as much as you can. Live it, live it, live it. Okay. Sending you all my love. Yvette, hope the house goes well. Tina, see you at 6:30. Sister, loving you loads. Gonna ring Mama. And Louise, thank you for the information. I'm going to have a look now.